Chapter 3. The Spark of Hope. In the darkest depths of his depression, a lifeline appeared. Dr. Maya Patel, a neuroscientist with a passion for holistic healing, reached out. She had noticed Adrian's decline and, driven by concern, decided to intervene. She introduced him to meditation, an ancient practice with modern scientific backing for its mental health benefits. Maya found Adrian in his quarters, the room dark and cluttered. Papers and data pads were scattered everywhere, remnants of his once meticulous research now neglected. The air was stale, a testament to his neglect.
Adrian, you need to take care of yourself,
She said gently, sitting down beside him.
I know it hurts, but there's a way to find some peace.
Adrian scoffed.
His voice bitter.
Peace? How can I find peace when I've lost everything?
Maya's eyes were filled with empathy.
I know it sounds impossible, but meditation has helped many people, including scientists like us. It can help you too.
She shared stories of colleagues who had turned to meditation to cope with stress and grief, their minds finding clarity and focus through the practice. She spoke of Dr. Harris, who had lost his partner and found solace in mindfulness, and Dr. Lee, who had used meditation to overcome the anxiety of high-stakes research. Despite his skepticism, Adrian felt a flicker of hope.
I don't know, Maya. At 8 and it all sounds too simple.
Maya smiled gently.
Sometimes, the simplest things can be the most effective. Just give it a try. What do you have to lose?
The first meditation session was a struggle. Adrian's mind refused to quiet, thoughts racing uncontrollably. The room, dimly lit by the soft glow of the station's lights, seemed to close in on him. But Maya was patient, guiding him through each breath, each moment of stillness. She had him focus on the feel of his breath, entering and leaving his body, the way his chest rose and fell.
Just breathe, Adrian. Let the thoughts come and go. Focus on the present moment, she instructed softly.
Gradually, he began to find brief moments of calm, small victories in the battle against his inner turmoil. The process was slow and filled with frustration, but Maya's persistence and compassion started to break through the walls Adrian had built around his heart. Maya's background in neuroscience and her holistic approach to healing became a beacon for Adrian. She explained the science behind meditation, how it could rewire neural pathways and reduce stress. Her passion was evident, and her belief in the practice was infectious.
Did you know, Maya said one evening, that regular meditation can actually increase the gray matter in your brain? It's been shown to enhance areas related to self-awareness, compassion, and introspection.
Adrian looked at her, intrigued despite himself.
I didn't. That's impressive.
Maya nodded.
It is. And it's not just about the brain. Meditation can lower blood pressure, improve sleep, and boost overall well-being. It's a holistic approach to healing.
As weeks turned into months, Adrian's commitment to meditation deepened. He explored different techniques, from mindfulness to transcendental meditation, integrating aspects that resonated with him. He found a particular affinity for guided visualizations, where he imagined himself in peaceful settings, far from the sterile corridors of the station. One evening, Maya introduced him to a new practice.
Let's try a loving-kindness meditation, she suggested. It involves sending out positive thoughts and compassion to others, and it can be incredibly healing.
Adrian closed his eyes, following Maya's lead.
May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I live with ease, she began, her voice soothing. Now think of someone you love. Picture them in your mind and repeat the phrases for them.
Adrian pictured Elena, her smile, her laughter.
May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease, he whispered, feeling a warmth spread through him.
The practice became a cornerstone of his recovery, a tool for self-reflection and emotional healing. With a clearer mind, Adrian re-engaged with his work. He revisited the failed experiment, meticulously analyzing what had gone wrong. In doing so, he stumbled upon a novel insight, a minor adjustment in the entanglement parameters that could solve the issues. Eager but cautious, Adrian shared his findings with Maya, now a trusted confidant. Together, they presented the revised proposal to the team. Some colleagues were hesitant to trust Adrian after his previous failure, but others, recognizing the merit in his analysis, supported giving it another chance. Adrian's return to the lab was met with cautious optimism. His colleagues watched as he meticulously reanalyzed the failed experiment, his focus sharper, his mind clearer.
Adrian, what do you think went wrong last time?
One of his team members, Dr. Jenkins, asked. Adrian explained his new insights, detailing the minor adjustments in the entanglement parameters.
If we recalibrate the system with these changes, I believe we can achieve stable entanglement communication.
Dr. Jenkins, a seasoned researcher with a pragmatic outlook, nodded thoughtfully.
It's worth a try. Let's run the simulations first to be sure.
The team worked together, their collaboration slowly restoring the trust that had been fractured. Adrian felt a renewed sense of purpose, his interactions with his colleagues filled with a mix of humility and determination. Meanwhile, Dr. Liu, an enthusiastic young scientist who looked up to Adrian, approached him one evening in the communal area.
Dr. Keller, I just wanted to say how inspiring it is to see you back. Your work has always been a beacon for us.
Adrian smiled, feeling a warmth he hadn't felt in a long time.
Thank you, Lou. I appreciate that. Let's make sure this next attempt is our best.
One evening, after a particularly grueling day of analysis, Maya found Adrian on the observation deck. He was staring at the stars, lost in thought.
They're beautiful, aren't they? Maya said softly, joining him.
Adrian nodded, his eyes never leaving the stars.
She loved them. She always said they made her feel connected to something greater.
Maya placed a comforting hand on his arm.
And she was right. We're all connected, Adrian. To each other, to the universe. You're not alone in this.
For the first time in weeks, Adrian felt a glimmer of hope. He knew the road ahead was long and fraught with challenges, but he also knew he wasn't facing it alone. With the support of his colleagues and the memory of Elena guiding him, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. The team's diligent efforts began to pay off. They identified the root cause of the failure, a minor software glitch that had gone unnoticed in the chaos. With this knowledge, they made the necessary adjustments, ensuring that the next attempt would not be marred by the same errors. Adrian, though still struggling, began to re-engage with the work. He reviewed the data with a critical eye, offering insights that only he could provide. His colleagues, seeing his gradual return to form, rallied around him, their collective strength reinforcing his resolve. As they prepared for another attempt at the experiment, the atmosphere in the lab was one of cautious optimism. The memory of their previous failure lingered, but so did the lessons learned. They were ready to move forward together. Adrian took a deep breath, standing at the center of the lab. He looked around at the faces of his team, Maya, Jenkins, Liu, and the others, all watching him with a mixture of hope and determination.
All right, team,
he said, his voice steady.
Let's make sure we get this right. We've come too far to let this slip through our fingers again.
The team nodded in unison, their confidence buoyed by Adrian's renewed leadership. They initiated the sequence once more, their movements precise and coordinated. The lab was silent, save for the hum of the equipment and the steady beeping of the monitors. As the data began to stream in, Adrian felt a sense of calm settle over him. He knew they were on the right path, and that together they could achieve the impossible. The journey was far from over, but for the first time in a long while, Adrian felt hopeful. The future was uncertain, but with his team by his side and Elena's memory guiding him, he knew they could face whatever challenges lay ahead. And so, with a renewed sense of purpose and a strengthened resolve, Adrian and his team continued their quest to unravel the mysteries of the universe, one step at a time.